I'm Mark Plamondon. I'm the Executive Director of Alberta's Industrial Heartland Association. Yeah, so I've been with Alberta's Industrial Heartland now. This is my 7th year, and our association is the main reason to be. We represent municipalities, but we are primarily an investment attraction shop. We market Alberta's Industrial Heartland around the world, promote the region to potential project proponents who are looking to build value-add energy investments. And as they look around the world for their next location for their capital investment, we want them to consider Alberta's Industrial Heartland. So that's a lot of what we do. And I've been in this role now for, again, coming up 7 years. So the first carbon capture and sequestration project in Alberta and in Alberta's Industrial Heartland was the Shell Quest project. It came online in 2015. It is now sequestering around 1 million tons a year. It's been very successful. We've had support from both the provincial government and the federal government. And then in the region, or in the area, there's been 6 projects that have been awarded carbon hub operator status by the Government of Alberta. The Government of Alberta started the process to award pore space to a variety of capable projects to build CCUS projects. And so they've awarded carbon hub status to 6 project proponents that would operate CCUS infrastructure in proximity to Alberta's Industrial Heartland. So we would expect a good amount of optionality for large emitters to be able to choose who they work with to be able to sequester their carbon emissions. Alberta's Industrial Heartland is a heavy industrial region that is 582 square kilometers. It sits in the northeast corner of the Edmonton Metropolitan Region. It spans the city, part of the city of Edmonton, part of the city of Fort Saskatchewan, and some of Strathcona, Sturgeon, and Lamont counties. And so those 5 municipalities are members of Alberta's Industrial Heartland, and that's the area that is called Alberta's Industrial Heartland. And so the projects that are in the Heartland would be able to utilize the pore space of these 6 CCUS carbon hub operators that have been identified. But not just in the Heartland, projects throughout the Edmonton area would be able to provide or be able to access a lot of the carbon capture sequestration projects that have been identified here. You know, there's a number of challenges to advance carbon capture and sequestration in Alberta and Canada, throughout the world. There's been a lot of conversation about that at this conference in particular. Improving regulatory frameworks and certainty and predictability, whether it's the regulations or the fiscal frameworks, that's a key area that we need to continue to work on to advance carbon capture and sequestration projects in Alberta's Industrial Heartland. Conferences like this, what they do is they are a center for people to get together, gather, and have these conversations, whether they're in the private sector, in the public sector, or regulators. Having all these conversations really adds to problem solving, right? And a number of critical meetings amongst key players, and it leads to the next step in problem solving that hopefully ultimately leads to resolution to some of these issues. You know, Alberta's Industrial Heartland is Canada's largest hydrocarbon processing region, and the fact that it is so well positioned for carbon capture and sequestration, not only the infrastructure that's there today, but the pore space and the opportunity going forward, that positions the region to be a global leader when it comes to the production of low-cost, low-carbon energy products. And so I want to get that message out that as companies are looking around the world to build their next project, Alberta's Industrial Heartland should be a jurisdiction that they look closely at.